this video is gonna be about the Peterbilt, the 2023 579, and yeah. So I'm buying this thing, and I don't have fantastic credit, so it's like $1,400 a month, and then the insurance is like $2,000 a year, but they're gonna take that off my checks in $500 increments, like 500 one week, 500 the next, which is really great on me. And then I'm renting this trailer, so but all my loads are over $1,300, and I pull at least 4 loads, 3 loads, 4. I pull at least, I don't know, I pull 2 loads in 2 days. So yeah, I end up getting that fast. So I'm gonna show you this, the 2023 Peterbilt, and there's a few things I don't like about it, but I'm not gonna get like super duper into it. You can tell by that right there. When you have the long one, that vent, and you can tell by the headlights. But a lot of people can tell by the grill too. I don't care if anybody knows my license plate, it doesn't matter to me. Them 53s is long, buddy. It's like a train on wheels. My floor is super dirty. That's rubber, so I'm gonna scrub the hell out of it. It's wintertime, so when you're coming out of these parking lots, like I'm in Atlanta, Georgia right now, and I'm doing a delivery of paper. Well, this paper is 42,000 pounds, and I got out, and it was like super duper muddy, so I put these shoes on so my feet are warm, but it's muddy over here. Not past this curtain, but I did get some excavator grease on, like some fifth wheel grease on there. But okay, so yeah, that's my refrigerator. This is where I hang my shirts and pants, and then I have food and stuff up there. That's my microwave and my bed, and down there I keep my coffee makers down there, and I have a crock pot. There's my microwave and stuff, and here's my heater. This is actually cool. It lights up at night, but you'll get on your nerves, so you'll want to turn it down. The only way to set the time on here is if you actually turn this switch, which I should have did it the first time. It's that switch right there on the side of your seat. That's the switch they don't tell you about, buddy. So my issue was this. I'm not gonna make this long. That's the mount for the TV. I gotta get a TV, and my stuff is kind of a hot mess right now, but it's cleaner than a lot of these trucks I've been in. So yeah, here's my refrigerator. I don't have much stuff in there though, just so you know. Coffee, shit, snacks. There's another drawer down here, and there's another what you call it underneath there, and this has a drawer that comes out for your laptop. This right here also, that's how you gotta have candy, buddy. So I have soup and stuff in there, and yes, for the coffee and stuff like that. So I keep the ball rolling, oatmeal and soups and stuff like that inside this cabinet. And I like this thing. It's costing me a lot of money. It's almost like $120,000. So look, that ladder, if it takes me more than 10 minutes to try to figure something out, I'm making a video, dude. So I was trying to figure out how the ladder comes out. So this is what I did. I was like, well, and I was like, well, does it fold down? And it doesn't want to do that like that. So the catch is pull your latch down, yeah, you're gonna get scratch marks on the side of there too from doing this. And then it rests on these posts right here. Yeah, they wasn't lying about these Peterbilts. If you don't strap your what you call it's in here right, your shit'll be rattling, buddy. So but I got a fix for that too. So this is how you do this thing. You actually have to pull this down first, pull that latch, drop this down. There's the other mattress. Then you can pull this ladder down, and that way you can get to your shit that's on the top. Just so you know. So you gotta pull your bunk bed down, and then with this strap, and then you can pull this down every time. Yep. Me, I actually leave all of this stuff down here. Anyways, so I'm just gonna sit my stuff the way it was before, with my clean clothes and laundry detergent and my bottled water and stuff, and my bread. There's the manual. I never read it. Still in the plastic. Yeah, buddy. And laundry detergent. And I actually have a generator back there with a pack of crackers and shit. So I got, what you call it, that thing works really well too. But I don't need it, because if you just turn on this, if you hold this for a couple seconds, it gives you, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's giving you 14.2. When the frames per second on the phone isn't that high, I think it's at 30 frames per second, so it's gonna keep blinking. But if I had it at like 60 frames a second or 120 frames a second, the frame rate would be so fast on this video that wouldn't blink like that, I think. So, and it can show you different volts and stuff like that, how many amps and how many hours you want to run it. You can program that. The only way to turn on your Aspar heater is to turn your key all the way off. I had a second key made so that I could this is my P key, but I had a second key made because mine's didn't come with the feature in the menu to where you can let's see, yeah, mine's didn't come with the setting to where, in general, if you scroll down, you should be able to set a timer and get out of your truck for like 5 minutes to go use the bathroom or something like that, and then come back and your truck is still running. And if someone opens the door or hits the brake or puts it in gear or does anything, it's just going to turn off. It's not going to operate because it doesn't have a key in it anyways. It's just running just so you can go and do whatever you got to do really fast. Yeah, that's mainly it. This was another thing too. If you hold this down, I'll do it right now for a couple seconds, it lets you go into your settings for everything. That I did not know. I just was trying to get into the truck really fast and whatever, so and get to making money quick so I could pay this thing off. So then I got one of those boxes right there, so I don't have to keep trying to stick my head out the window doing the toll booths and stuff. I can just drive right through. It's just going to charge one of your nifty debit cards here, which is, yeah, sucks. Yeah, and then I got brushes and stuff like that. There's just stuff inside of there. Extra light bulbs. It cost me $32 to change one light bulb went out, and that was $32.99. The truck stops charge you like that. Anywhere at the truck stop, if you get cases of water or apple juice or whatever you get, and they're literally $5 more than you would get them anywhere else, because they know you need it, so they don't care. But it has really nice surround sound, so when I'm on my laptop and I'm playing PlayStation games and stuff like that, I have my I actually have my PlayStation Portal with me, so I don't have to play I had to take the whole PlayStation 5. You just get a T-Mobile hotspot, but it's the big square one, and it's just kind of square one, and it's kind of not too tall, but it's so nice that it's almost like home, like broadband. Like it's fast. You can have like 5 or 6 things linked to it, online multiplayer, and it's not going to skip a beat. And then, or you can hotspot that with your phone. But yeah, that's basically it. My thing was about this ladder, because the only thing this thing says is read instruction manual fully to understand it, but I didn't get it. This right here says 1, pull the ladder, 2, pull the ladder, 3, climb the ladder with 2 points contact. I think it's supposed to be really 3-point contact, OSHA anyways. And then it says slide to, I don't know. So I was like, forget that. In my right mind, if I would have made an instruction, it would have said pull the bunk bed down first and then drop your ladder. So that's what you do. Pull your bunk bed down first, then you can drop your ladder. Yeah, that's it. That's all. I had to figure that out. It took me a couple days. I was like, man, I was like, dang, dude. Yeah. So I did get a new bed, but I didn't get the shade, the curtain